What's going on YouTube? Got a brand new video for you here today. This week, Brawl Stars released another 9-0 challenge, just like they did last week, but this time the stakes are a little higher. This week we're competing for a free Vicious Bibi skin. That is right. Brawl Stars is literally handing out free cosmetics if you win this challenge. In this video, we're going to be covering the best comps for all types of players, whether you're free to play, whether you're pay to win, doesn't matter. I've got a comp that you can run. Be sure to stick around for the whole video. Let me know what you all think and if you end up getting that Vicious Bibi skin. And with that being said, let's hop into the video. Alright, hopping into the first map, we have Snake Prairie, and the brawlers you're going to want to pick for this map are Bo, Tara, and Rosa. All brawlers that are going to help with the strategy of this game, which is to get as much visibility as possible. So you're going to want to run Bo's Circling Eagle star power to make sure that you get a little bit easier of a time seeing the enemies at any given moment. You've got Tara, who has 3 gadgets to be at visibility of the entire map, and Rosa's can do the same and also stun the enemy at the same time to get you some quick kills and position yourselves accordingly. I recommend using Tara and Rosa's gadgets to really be more defensive. If the enemy team pops a Tara or Rosa gadget, be sure to pop one of yours back. That way you can counter it and have an even playing field with them. The strategy in general is going to be getting the first blue star or kill. You're going to want to do that and then play very passively. To do this, you're going to blow up the left side and the right side so that you have a clear line of sight on when people cross to your side of the bushes, and you can position yourselves and your team accordingly. Some alternatives to this, there's not a ton that are super great. If you're going to do somebody else, if you're really comfortable with Piper and the bush star power that does extra damage, you can try that. That's not a bad idea. Mr. P used to be meta here. He could scout for you a little bit, but again, I really recommend running Bo, Rosa, and Tara. They're definitely the best. For my free-to-play people out there, try substituting M's for Tara. Go the anti-tank route. This is in the first 3 levels of the tournament, so you're going to want to play some pretty easy and comfortable brawlers. M's can be a good person to counter shotgun brawlers and tanks, which I anticipate a lot of people will try, especially since this is the first 3 games you're going to be playing in the tournament. So that would be my go-to for that. If you're free to play, go Bo, go Rosa, go M's. If you're not, go Bo, Tara, and Rosa. If you have the chance, that's definitely the best thing. And with that being said, we will hop into the next one. Alright, hopping into map number 2, I recommend using Belle, Sandy, and Stu for Pinball Dreams. Belle is a top 5 brawler right now and a great mid, and also outranges other brawlers who will be common picks on this map, like B, who's another great mid here, but I would give the slight edge to Belle. Also take advantage of those traps and placing them to gain yourself some advantage and get those easy kills. I recommend Sandy for the lane. Strong lane in this game right now, really good on the left or the right side, and be sure to use the gadget that puts the enemies to sleep and take advantage of that to get easier goals or to counter really aggressive brawlers like Stu, who is somebody that Sandy used to struggle with but now can deal with when using that gadget. I prefer the heal star power, but both totally work, up to you. And then Stu is the best brawler in the game right now, provides a wall break and some easy kills to win lane and game positioning. Be sure to use Gasso heal star power for that. He's kind of just the best brawler in the game and really great for Brawl Ball in general. Some other alternatives, if you're a really good Barley, you can go Barley in this map for the spawn trap. He's a really great control brawler in general, and if he's somebody you're comfortable with, great choice in general. Jean is another mid that you can run. B is another mid that you can run that I mentioned earlier. Again, just kind of outranged by Belle a little bit, so I would give the slight edge to Belle on that one. And then M's is another good one for the anti-primos out there and anti-tanks in general in case people run that. For my free-to-play players out there, I recommend going B, Stu, and M's. When I make these free-to-play comps, I really try to avoid using mythic or legendary brawlers in general, and then Belle as well because she's chromatic. And would technically be a mythic as of this moment for unlock rate, so not including her either. But yeah, I would recommend running B, Stu, and M's just in general. B is another strong mid. Stu is the best brawler in the game right now and already should be most of your comps in general. And then M's is a great anti-tank and does a great job in the lane here. So with that being said, we will move on to our final map. Alright, and hopping into our final map, we have Flooded Mine. Now, this is a map you all probably aren't super familiar with. It is an older map in the game and has not been in rotation for a very long time. So I made sure to spend extra time scrimming this so I could become familiar with the map and how it feels. I recommend going Jean, Stu, and Spike. Jean is a great mid on this map. You can use his super to really get pulls, and if you're a confident Jean, that is definitely the brawler you're going to want to go for the mid. Bell is also a really great alternative too. I wouldn't fault anybody for going to Bell. Also a top 5 brawler and great choice. I personally like Gene better for gym grab in particular, just because of the super that gives you an advantage for pulling gyms or whatever it may be. Stu is a really great aggro for this map and a great lane. Again, just the best brawler in the game. You're going to want to run him in most of your comps, and you're probably going to be facing him a lot of the time. Run that Gasso heal star power and really get aggressive. Spike ended up being my favorite choice for the lane. I picked him over Sandy because of the gadget. You can really pop that gadget on the left and the right hand walls as an extra body block for you that also heals you. Spike is in general a great control brawler and also has shown up a lot more in competitive as of recent, so I tried him out and I actually ended up liking him a little better. Again, Sandy would be a great alternative as well. Nothing wrong with that, but I would give the slight advantage to Spike if you are confident with Spike. Tara is another great alternative here for lanes. And for my free-to-play players, this is going to be a little bit of a tough one, but if you're a confident Piper, I would run Piper in the mid, Stu in a lane, and Ems in a lane. If you're not a confident Piper, I know that's a little bit of a tougher brawler to play sometimes. I would run Jesse up the mid, not the worst move, and definitely a good alternative for some control. Ems for the anti-tank and a great lane in general, and then Stu is just Stu. And with that being said, that wraps up our 3 maps. Alright, that wraps up the video for today. Let me know in the comment section down below if you end up going 9-0 and winning the super awesome Vicious Bibi skin. Additionally, I'd really appreciate if you all dropped a like and sub to the channel for more content. It really helps me grow and goes a long way. Everything you see here is my own doing, from the thumbnail to the videoing to the editing. It's all me. So it would go a long way, and I'd really appreciate the support. And with that being said, we will see you all in the next video.